the campus of Mount St. Joseph University.
Teaching is my calling, so when I needed to renew my license, I chose Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount offers the only program in the state of Ohio that allows you to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree. In less than 2 years, I combined the reading and gifted intervention specialist endorsements. Classes were convenient, fully online, and I received personal attention from my professors. The Mount helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/Ohio.
Right back here at the Harrington Center, where the Lions are getting set to take on the Spartans in this opening game of the 2023 Heartland Conference Championship Tournament. The winner of this tournament will get the automatic berth into the NCAA tournament coming up in just a couple of weeks. Well, Manchester earned the number 6 seed in the tourney after posting a 7-11 record overall inside the Heartland Conference. They are coming in off of an 11-point win over Anderson, 86-75, in what was a must-win situation to earn the spot in the tournament. The Spartans boast an extremely balanced offensive attack without a single double-digit scorer. They do, however, have 9 players that average more than 5 points per game, and that group is led by Haley Klein, who averages 8.1 points per ball game. Allie Graber is the team's leading rebounder at 5.2 rebounds per contest. But the person that definitely head coach Macy Elston has her eyes on here tonight for Manchester is Jesse Ringen. Ringen, a 5'9" freshman, averaging 8 points per ball game. Against the Lions in the first output, Ringen scored 12 points, and in the nightcap, Ringen came in against the Lions and ended up scoring 15 points, and that was off the bench. Now, we don't know if Ringen will start tonight or whether she will come off the bench for head coach Josh Zurich. Now, if Zurich's name sounds familiar, if you followed us during the softball season a year ago, Zurich is also the not only associate athletic director, but he is also the assistant softball coach for Manchester, and Zurich is in his 18th year as head coach of the women's basketball team for Manchester. He's got 205 career wins, 255 career defeats, and inside the Heartland Conference, Zurich has posted 142 wins, and he has given up 149 defeats. He is assisted by Teller Hubbard coming into this game. And on the road this year, Manchester has been 4-6. Now, that is honestly one of the best road records of anyone in the Heartland Conference, except for Transylvania, who's unbeaten. But Manchester, with that record, 4-6, excellent record on the road. The Lions, on the other hand, here at home, well, they are 7-4 on the season coming into this one. And as we said, the Lions have won 10 of 13 against Manchester, including 2 this season. Mount St. Joseph, well, they are averaging 64 points a game and giving up 64.6. And for Manchester, they are giving up 62.3 points per game and giving up 67 on the season. Maddie Drummond, who did not play in one of the games against Manchester, will be in the lineup tonight. Anaya Murphy is back, and we don't know how much she will play tonight, but she is back and will be set to go for the Lions in this one. When we return, we'll take a look at the schedule for tonight and what's happening around the conference in men's and women's basketball. We'll do that after this timeout.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow. Get moving!
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
When I needed to renew my teaching license, Mount St. Joseph University offered the only program in Ohio that allowed me to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree fully online. The Mount helped me climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/Ohio.
Well, we're about 13 minutes away from the tip-off of this evening's ball game here from the Harrington Center as the Lions are getting set to take on Manchester in this tournament game here tonight. Transylvania got the number 1 seed. They finished up 25-0 on the season, and they were 18-0 in the conference. They won 25 straight. Of course, they are ranked nationally depending upon which poll you're looking at. They could be second or they could be third. Hanover got the number 2 seed on the season. They finished up 16-7 and 15-3 overall. That means that Transy and Hanover each got a first-round bye. They don't play again until Friday night in the tournament down at Transy. So Mount St. Joseph finished with the number 3 seed. Then came Anderson with the number 4 seed. Both the Mount and Anderson finished with records of 12-6 in the Heartland Conference, but because the Mount beat Anderson twice during the regular season, that gave the Mount the tiebreaker over Anderson and the number 3 seed, Anderson 4. Bluffton then 5 at 10-8, and Manchester came in at 7-11 and got the number 6 seed. They finished tied with Franklin at 7-11, but Manchester won the season series against Franklin, and that's how they got the number 6 seed. So that is what is happening here tonight. We'll keep an eye on that Bluffton and Anderson ball game that's happening up in Anderson. The winner of this ball game plays Hanover on Friday night, say at 7:30. The winner of the Anderson-Bluffton game then plays on Friday night at 5 o'clock against Transylvania, and that will be in the Beck Center in Transylvania at the University of Transylvania down in Lexington, Kentucky. A couple of other items going on around college basketball. Well, one item actually happening in college basketball, the NBA, I should say, and the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks have fired their head coach, Nate McMillan. They got rid of him during the break. So Nate McMillan now out of a job. And another college football player has passed away, and that is UNLV defensive lineman Ryan Keeler. He died at age 20. Now, there are no autopsy reports or anything based upon why that has happened, but nonetheless, it did, and that is where we stand right now with that. When you take a look at what's happening around men's basketball, Manchester got the number 1 seed in the men's standings. They finished tied with Anderson for the top spot. Each team was 14-4, but Manchester won the tiebreaker to get that top spot in the conference, and they are hosting the tournament. Hanover, the number 3 seed, tied with Rose-Hulman, but Hanover won the tiebreaker also, so they got the number 3 seed, Rose-Hulman number 4. Transy, the number 5 seed, and Franklin got the number 6 seed. Remember, Franklin upset everybody last year and won the conference tournament. So tonight, they are going to be playing Hanover, Franklin and Hanover, and Rose-Hulman will be playing Transylvania. Now, the winner of those games, Rose-Hulman and Transy, will play Manchester on Friday night, and then Anderson will play the winner of the Hanover-Franklin game, and that is coming up on Friday night also. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Macy Elston about tonight's ball game with Manchester. We're about 9 minutes away from the tip-off of this one and getting a good crowd here at the Harrington Center. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll come back and do all that after this.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Nearly 100% of our incoming undergraduate students receive scholarships, grants, or financial aid. And with small class sizes and a 98% undergraduate career placement rate, the Mount leads the way in educational value and student success. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity. And we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
Well, we talked about the two games that these two teams played earlier this year. Back on the 7th of January, Manchester lost to the Mount here at the Harrington Center, 82-58. It was a completely different ball games that the two teams played in those two games. The Mount jumped out to a very quick 6-0 lead and had a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter. They had a 6-point lead at the end of the first half, and then a 12-point lead at the end of 3, and then expanded that lead in the fourth quarter by outscoring Manchester 21-9 and winning it 82-58. In that game, Bridget Nash led the way with 14 points in the ball game, while Jessie Ringer had 12 in the contest for Manchester. Leading the way for the Lions, Carly Mills had 25, and Anaya Murphy had 10 in the ball game for the Lions. Now, in the second game, which was played on February the 4th up in North Manchester, the Lions won that one by a score of 69-54. Manchester jumped out to a 20-10 lead in the first quarter, but the Lions eliminated that lead and took a 2-point lead into the half at the end of the first two periods. Then at the end of the 3 periods, the Lions had a 4-point lead and then outscored Manchester again in that fourth quarter, 24-13. Now, Josh Zurich plays about 9 players, but if you see the tendency in the two ball games this year, the Lions really turned it on in the fourth quarter, and it's almost like Manchester ran out of gas. The Lions outscoring Manchester in that second game, 24-13 to win it by 15, 69-54. Murphy had 21 in that second ball game, while Maddie Drummond scored 19, and the only two people in double figures for Manchester was Jessie Ringen again. She had 15 points in the ball game, and Haley Klein had 10 to lead the way. So the Lions won those two ball games in the regular season, and that helped get them this third seed on the year. That being said, we had a chance to talk with Macy Alston before tonight's ball game about this Manchester Ball Club.
Macy, first of all, I'm going to wish you congratulations on making the tournament in your very first year. I know we've talked about this probably ad nauseum, but still in all, it's a great feather in your cap that you got the team this far in your very first year. Congratulations. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we're excited. I mean, we're really excited. I think it's still not really kicked in yet. You know, it just feels like we're still just playing regular season play right now. At least for me. So I don't know. I don't really think it's fully, set in yet. But yeah, it's really exciting, and we're super proud of what we've done so far, but we're not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, when you mentioned that it's almost like just a continuation of the regular season. Is that the way it is all the time when you move into a tournament for you, as far as what you've done in your career and coaching your career?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think so for sure. I mean, when I was at Birmingham Southern, I think, we were good both years and we hosted a tournament both years, but it was done a little different. It was everyone made it and everyone was at the same venue. So it was different. This, at least for this first round right here, it just seems like another weekday game, So I think it's a good thing because there's still you've got the banners and stuff like that up, but you're still in rhythm.
I know I asked you this one other time. I'm going to hit you with it again. But if I'd have spotted you 13-10, 12-6 at the beginning of the year, you'd have grabbed that right away, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt, I would have been yep, I'll take it.
Now, has this team overperformed what you thought they could do, underperformed? Where is it right now in your eyes where it should have been, where you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, honestly, I think with anything, I think when we first started, you get those first 3.5 weeks or so of practice, and I saw the amount of talent we had. So I think honestly at the beginning, I thought that we were underperforming, and I think that just came with time. We have a lot of talent that have come from different places and hadn't played together yet. And I think we spoke about it earlier in the year. At one point we're gonna click, and when we click, people are gonna be in trouble. And I think that trip we took to Florida as a group really gelled us. It was a tough trip. I mean, we lost a game that we shouldn't have lost the first day, and we were dealing with a few things on the team and stuff like that, and we sat down and we hashed it out, and from that step forward, that North Park game, there was an absolute shift, and then from there we've kind of just been on the up. I think we were all a little disappointed that we didn't get Hanover on Friday, but I think we played well, we done some good things, and I think that we're right there, and hopefully we get tonight and then we get them again on Friday. So
Macy, when you look at this team and the way that it's playing right now, what's its strengths and what's our weaknesses?
Yeah, I think our strengths for sure, and I've said this before too, like they don't fear anybody. It doesn't matter who we play, who we're stepping on the floor against. Like my kids believe that they're going to win. I think they know the talent they've got. We play well together. We have so many weapons, and I think, you know, certain teams have kids that may be a little more talented, but they have like one or two of them. Like we have like 6 or 7 of them, you know, like even all the way down to like, you know, the end of our bench. Like I would take them kids, you know, over any other kids, like us together as a group every day. So I think that's a big strength for us. And then obviously it helps that we have, you know, Mills is, you know, out there leading, and we've got Drummonds, who I think is one of, you know, the better, more skilled posts in the conference that a lot of people struggle with. And then, I mean, Chloe, right? Like, I mean, she's a huge part of it. She's a great leader, and she brings us that. Everyone just trusts her. You know, everyone knows that, you know, she's going to go out there and she's going to perform, whether that's on the stat sheet or not. And I think she's a huge part of our strength. I mean, our weaknesses, I think the biggest thing is, you know, one of them is probably that they've not been here before, or they've not been here for a really long time. But I don't think that we don't seem uptight, so that's a good thing. And I think we've got to take care of, like, Friday, our defensive transition was horrible, so we've worked on that this week, and we've got to make sure that we continue to take care of the ball and we rebound. We do those things, and I think we can beat anybody.
All right, now talking about beating anybody, you've played these guys twice. Manchester twice, a 10-point victory, almost a 30-point victory. So when you look at those two games, in your opinion as a coach, the old axiom is it's tough to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. Do you go by that?
I mean, it is, and everyone says that, right? It is tough to beat a team 3 times, but I think that, you know, the difference that we have is Drummonds. I mean, she's such a force down low, and they've got to find a way to stop her. And no one's really worked it out yet. And so I think that it'll be interesting to see what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a zone out there a little bit and try some different things. I'm not really sure. I just think, you know, we're a tough matchup for them in terms of you know, who we have. We're bigger, and we play fast, and they kind of are shooters, and they're a little smaller. So, I mean, it's going to be a battle, right? It's tournament play. They're going to be ready to go. We're ready to go. We just got to stay locked in, because the way we came out against them last time, we went down 20-10 in the first quarter. And I've told them, you know, especially at this time of the year when it's you kind of do or die, you can't do that.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Macy Alston before tonight's ball game as the Lions open up the tournament in the quarterfinals against Manchester. Manchester 9-14. They are the 6th seed, and for the Mount, they are 13-10. They are the 3rd seed. Basketball action coming up next on UltimateSportsTalk.com and WDTZ LP-FM.
Hello. Yes. Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Oh, it's gone. Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's not available.
Not available?
Hello, my name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's been rented.
Hello, I am Chen Ling. My name is Khalid bin Ali. I'm Tuan Vo.
Hello, my name is Moshe Goldberg.
I use a wheelchair. It's gone. Not available. All right. Thank you.
Yes, hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
What is?
Yes.
Really?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Nearly 100% of our incoming undergraduate students receive scholarships, grants, or financial aid. And with small class sizes and a 98% undergraduate career placement rate, the Mount leads the way in educational value and student success. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
What is power? It's loyalty to the game. Power inspires. Power unifies. Power never quits. Power makes the impossible possible in rising to the top. We are the Americans, and we are power.
At Mount St. Joseph, we're on a mission to make sure every single student succeeds in their career. In fact, 98% of our undergraduates are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs of our students. Like when you need a textbook, students can order books exclusively online that they can pick up at the Roar Store through our new eCampus site. eCampus includes 2 different shipping options. Free online shipping to Textbook Delivery Hub located in the Roar Store, or delivered to your off-campus residence. It's not just a bookstore, it's an everything store. The Roar Store in the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University.
It is tournament basketball time here tonight from the Harrington Center in the campus of Mount St. Joseph University. Good evening, everyone. Glad to have you along here tonight on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network. Let's check out the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First of all, for the number 6 and visiting team, the Manchester Spartans at 9-14 overall. They are 7-11 in the Heartland Conference. They will start at the forward positions. Number 12, Allie Graber. Graber, a 5'8 freshman, averaging 7.2 a game. Jesse Ringen will be at the other forward, a 5'9 freshman, number 5, averaging 7.9 per contest. Haley Klein will be at a guard position tonight. Number 23, a 5'7 freshman, averaging 8 points per ball game. Bridget Nash will be the point guard tonight, number 13. Nash, a 5'3 senior, averaging 5.3 a game. And Maddie Smith will be in the middle, number 1. Smith, a 5'11 freshman, averaging 9.5 per ball game. So once again, it's Graber, Ringen, Nash, Smith, and Klein for Josh Zurich in his 18th year. 205 wins, 255 defeats in the Heartland, 142 and 149. He is assisted by Teller Hubbard. And now for the homestanding Mount St. Joseph Lions, 13-10 overall, 12-6 in the Heartland Conference. That fit was good enough for third place, and they are 7-4 here at home. They will start at the forwards. Chloe Jansen, number 24, a 5'7 senior, averaging 7.2 a ball game. Carly Dalton, number 15, will be the other forward, a 5'9 senior, averaging 4.1. Maddie Drummonds will be in the middle tonight. She is a 5'11 junior, number 31, averaging 12.3 a ball game. And at the guard positions will be Shelby Turner, number 23, a 5'8 junior, averaging 2 a game. And Carly Mills, a 5'3 freshman, number 1, is at the point. She's the Lions' leading scorer at 13.3 a ball game, and she will be at the point position. So it's Jansen, Dalton, Drummonds, Mills, and Turner. For Macy Elston in her first year, 13-10 overall and 12-6 in the Heartland. She is assisted by Brooke Lysick. Lions have won 9 of 11 coming in. Manchester has gone the opposite direction. They have lost 7 of their last 10. This is the 20th meeting between these two ball clubs all time, and the Mount holds a very precarious 10-win, 9-loss record. Lions in their home white uniforms with dark blue numerals and lettering along with gold trim. And for Manchester, they're in their dark black uniforms, if black can be anything other than dark. Gold numerals and lettering and white and gold trim. We're set to go. Manchester wins the tip, and it goes right into the hands of Carly Dalton, and we are underway here in Cincinnati. Manchester starts out in the zone. Carly Dalton tried to throw up a shot driving down the middle, and it was knocked free and out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lions underneath. Manchester started out in a man-to-man defense. Mills is going to put it in left of the front of the bucket. Mills, left side, lobs a pass into Drummonds, left of the lane, dribbles to the right of the lane, put it up, no good. Dalton got the rebound and dribbles out of a crowd. Carly getting the first offensive rebound, gets it back out front to Carly Mills. Mills with the basketball on the right-hand side. It goes to Jansen. Jansen looking underneath, gets it to Drummonds in the lane, triple team. Back out to Mills, long three, left of the circle, got it. Carly Mills gives the Lions the lead early at 3-0. We're at 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Nash will bring it the other way for Manchester. She gets it off to Ringen. Ringen between the circles, between the legs dribbles, shut off by Turner. Gets it on the top of the key, over to Nash. Now back to Ringen for the long two-pointer, left wing no good. And Ringen got the offensive rebound as it came right back to her. Ringen with it, left of the lane. Now dribbles back outside the three-point arc. Now goes left of the lane, tied up by Shelby Turner. Jump ball, and it will go back to Manchester. So Manchester gets the basketball underneath their own bucket. Shot clock stays at 11. Putting it in play is Manchester. And they get it outside to Klein. Over on the right side, Nash, right corner, long three. Hit the back iron, no good. And the rebound taken down by Drummonds. Gets it off to Chloe Jansen. All the way to the hole. Left-hand layup, good. Chloe Jansen with her first two. Josh Zurich takes an immediate timeout. 8:40 to go in this first quarter of action. Your score, the Lions 5, the Spartans nothing on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Well, Josh Zurich taking a 60-second timeout, the full timeout. Wants to get some adjustments made. Good crowd here this evening. Baseball team here, some of the girls softball team. At halftime, our guest is going to be Mr. Everything, Cornell Beecham. Tell you can't turn around and see the social media and something that Cornell has won over the past few weeks. Lions after that timeout out onto the floor. 8:40 to go in this first quarter of action, and the Lions lead at 5-0. Mills with a three, and Jansen with a layup. Ringen will put the ball in play. Lions with some token pressure. 1-2-2 full court pressure, but they get the inbounds pass. Manchester and Mills will just match up with the inbounds person, and that's Graber. Graber gets it over to Nash on the left-hand side. Now dumps it off left side, and it goes to Klein. Klein dribbles left baseline, spins out of a double team, gets it to the free throw line. Ringen 15-footer left side, no good. Rebound bounced around on the floor, taken down by Manchester, and a foul is going to be called on that rebound by Maddie Smith, and it'll be a foul on Chloe Jansen. Her first, team's first. 8:19 remaining. Have not seen these three officials this year, which could be a good sign. Putting it in play out front. Manchester gets the basketball on the right sideline to Graber. Graber dribbles down to the right baseline, and it gets knocked away and out of bounds. Manchester regains control of the ball. 16 on the shot clock. Putting it in play. Graber gets it down into the corner to Smith. Smith kicks it off out front to Klein. Now back into the corner to Nash. She'll drive left of the lane. Pull up from 5. Got it. Nash with her first two, and it's a 5-2 Mount lead. Mills will bring it across the timeline near the center circle. Mills with a right-hand dribble. Now Manchester falls into a 1-2-2 zone. At to the free throw line to Jansen. Now left side, Carly Dalton for 3. Got it from the left wing. Carly Dalton with her first 3. Lions have extended their lead to 6 at 8-2. Into the front court comes Manchester, and that's Graber. Graber got the ball picked her pocket. Mills will lead the break. It's 3-on-3. Mills to the free throw line, right of the lane, drives into the lane, threw up a wild shot, hit the bottom of the backboard. Manchester got the rebound, and then Klein threw the ball away. So that'll be the first turnover of the ball game charged against Manchester. 7:23 remaining in the first quarter. Mills will put the ball in play over on the sideline, right in front of the Spartan bench. Now Dalton is going to replace Mills, and she'll put it in play. Same spot. Dalton inbounds it right sideline to Mills. Mills now dribbles out between the circles around a pick by Drummonds. Gets it back to Drummonds underneath. One dribble, reverse layup, good. Josh Zurich wanted to travel, but Drummonds, it appeared, got both her feet set. And the Lions lead at 10-2, and a foul is going to be called on the drive to the bucket on the Lions, and that's on Morgan Jenkins. Jenkins just came into the ball game. That's her first, team second. And Graber will put the ball in play left of her own bucket. Graber looking underneath. Can't find anyone. Still looking. Now gets it way out front to Klein. Klein's going to dribble the baseline. He's trying to throw a pass on the right side. It was taken away by Graber. Reverse layup too hard off the glass. Rebound taken down, though, by Smith. Put it up from 5. Shot at 10. Rebound taken down by the Lions. Jenkins to the top of the key. Now to Jansen, right wing. Back out front to Mills, and Mills will reset the offense with 20 on the shot clock. Mills in the center circle with the right-hand dribble, guarded by Klein. On the right wing, it goes to Jansen. Back to Mills, left wing. Lobs it underneath 2. Drummond's double team. Ball knocked away and stolen by Smith. Good play defensively by Manchester. Klein gets it back to Graber. Graber, top of the key. Over to Klein on the right wing. Underneath pass to Smith. Knocked out of bounds by Drummonds. And it will stay with Manchester underneath. Now Annabelle Williams will come into the ball game. Carly Mills is going to get a breather. And out of the ball game is Maddie Smith, checking into the contest for Manchester. Will be Bailey Kime. And Kime gets the inbounds pass. 5-footer right wing, no good. And the rebound taken down by the Mount. Up the floor, Dalton couldn't get a hold of the handle, stolen away by Kime. Gets it back inbounds. Kime with the basketball, top of the circle. On the right side to Graber. Underneath pass to Kime. Put the shot up, blocked by File. File got the shot blocked, but it goes right into the hands of Kime. And back outside to Ringen. Ringen left wing, and a foul is going to be called. I'm not sure what the officials are. All of a sudden, the outside official blew his whistle dead with 5:59 left to go in this first quarter. Lions are up 10-2, and they are checking between the shot clock and the game clock, I believe. And let's see what they decide here. Yep, they're going to leave everything the same. 5:59. Anderson right now at home leading Bluffton, 1:34 to go in the first quarter, 11-5. Inbounds pass made to Graber near the timeline. 10 on the shot clock. Graber hands it off right wing to Kime. Kime with it, top of the circle. Kime with the right-hand dribble down to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Kime ground to the baseline, puts up a shot off the top of the backboard and banked in. Boy, Kime's prayer was answered. It's 10-4 with a Jenkins right wing 3. Got it. Jenkins starts where she left off against Hanover, and the Lions now have a 13-4 lead. Right wing, Ringen, long the 2-pointer, got it. Ringen with her first 2. Boy, she's a good-looking freshman, and it's 13-6. Into the front court, Lions come in, man-to-man. Now Manchester stays in that 2-3 zone. Jenkins down top of the key to Williams, gets it out to Mills, and a pass goes outside to Williams. It was knocked free by Graber. Off to Jenkins, cross-court right wing to Mills. Mills with 7 on the clock. Top of the key, Williams for the 3. Around the rim, no. And the rebound taken down by File. Alyssa File, the 5'8 junior, averaging 3 points a game, threw a pass up court, and it was a foul called underneath, and that's going to be on Ringen. Jessie Ringen, her first, and that's the first against Manchester as a team. Drummonds gets a breather, and into the ball game now for the Lions is Emily Elliott, 5'10 freshman, averaging 2 points a ball game. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Lions leading at 13-6. On the right wing, Annabelle Williams against the 2-3. Right elbow, Elliott hooks a pass into the left baseline to Mills for 3, short. Rebound comes down into the hands of Graber. Clears it up the floor. Graber left of the circle, stops outside the arc. Looking down low, gets the ball down low on the left-hand side for an easy bank shot up and in by Hannah Lindsay. Lindsay with her first 2 of the ball game, and it's 13-8. Manchester finds themselves down by 5. Left elbow, Chloe Jansen. Jansen dribbles around 1, throws up a floater, no good. Rebound, Jansen knocked it out of bounds, and it will go back to Manchester. And we see Joe Lyon is making an appearance at tonight's ball game. You know the game's important if Joe Lyon is here. 4 minutes to go. here in this first quarter of action. We have just begun this quarterfinal game. With it, Lindsay dribbles top of the key and gets it over on the right-hand side to Mia Shields, who's into the ball game. Got the ball knocked away by Carly Mills. Mills drives the lane. She'll go up for the left-hand layup, up and in. Mills with the steal in the bucket. Lions by 7 again, 15-8. Up the floor on the right side, Graber, long three, right wing, no good. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins will bring it up the floor from left to right, into the front court, top of the key. Line, lane, all the way, foul called. Bucket didn't go, but Jenkins will go to the line, shooting 2 shots on the foul by Alyssa File. That is her first and the team's second. And Jenkins will go line right. 15-8, your score. 3:25 left to go. First quarter, Jenkins puts it up and in. Jenkins now with 4 in the ball game. Came in shooting 79% from the stripe. Second one, good again. Morgan tying Mills now with the team lead in scoring with 5, 17-8. Coming the other way into the front court is Delane Sanchez. Sanchez gets the basketball off on the left-hand side to Shields. Shields between the circle. Bounce pass goes on the left-hand side to Lindsay. Lindsay drives the lane. Blocked out of the air by Dalton. Pulled down by Jansen. Up the floor to Jenkins. Bounce pass to Dalton, right side. Ball got knocked free out of bounds. Back to the mount. 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. And boy, this crowd just electric here tonight. 2:57. Inbounds pass made to Dalton. Sideline right. Back out to Mills. Now back to Dalton. Fall away 14-footer. Check out, that was Jenkins. And the ball bounced off the rim and goes out of bounds. Back to Manchester. Now Anaya Murphy is going to come into the ball game. Murphy checks in. Jenkins will leave. Murphy missed last Friday's game. 2:49 left to go. Lions putting on some pressure in the backcourt. And with the basketball, bringing it across is File. Dribbles down, that's into the baseline is Kime. And Kime got knocked to the floor, and a foul will be called against the Mount. And that is against Carly Dalton. Her first. And that's 3 against the Lions as a team, 2 for Manchester. But going line left is going to be Kime. Kime 2 points in the ball game, shooting 2. Puts it up and in. She's got 3 in the ball game. Mills is back into the contest. And the second one, good again by Kime. She has 4. And the Lions lead at 17-10. Murphy, baseball pass cross court to the right side to Dalton. Dribbles down right of the lane. Got a pass inside, knocked free and stolen away. Kime with it, brings it across the timeline. Hounded by Mills, gets it over on the left side, stolen by Chloe Jansen. Up the floor to Mills, laid it up and in. Mills with 7, target the assist to Chloe Jansen, and another steal by Dalton off the press, laid it up and in. Dalton with 5, time out Manchester. 2:05 to go in the first quarter, and the Lions have forced Zurich to take 2 timeouts here in the period. Your score, the Mount 21, the Spartans 10 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
You're a Lions fan. Own it. And we are the radio home of Mount St. Joseph Lions Sports, UltimateSportsTalk.com. Football, basketball, wrestling, volleyball, softball, baseball. We are Cincinnati's sports website and also the home of the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night during the baseball season. We are the home of the Mount St. Joseph Lions, UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Hey, by the way, some news for the softball team this week. Casey Kemp and Courtney Keller were named the Heartland Conference Pitcher of the Week and Hitter of the Week. Keller, the freshman, hit .333 over the weekend with a pair of ribbies, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, a double, and a pair of home runs. And Casey Kemp had a new career high for strikeouts in the game with 10 against Maryville on Sunday. Murphy knocks the ball free to Jansen. Ahead of the pack to Dalton for the layup, too hard. Rebound Murphy, back over to Mills, threw it up, no, but a foul is going to be called, and Mills will go line right. The Lions' pressure is not that. If they're not putting it on with very intense and a lot of intensity, but what they're doing is they're just intercepting and playing the passing lanes off this press and intercepting long passes that Manchester is trying to make. Graber and Klein are back into the ball game now for Manchester. Going line right, Mills put it up and in. Mills has got 8. On the year, 85% for the freshman. Second one, good again. Mills with 9, Lions by 13, 23-10. Graber in the backcourt, brings it into the front court. Now she'll dribble top of the circle, goes over on the left-hand side. Klein lettered it up and in, and a foul is going to be called on Drummond. Excuse me, that was Nash. I'm sorry. Nash with 4 in the ball game. And Drummonds picks up her first personal foul. That's the 4th against the Lions as a team. And line left, Nash completes the three-point play. She has 5 in the ball game. 23-13. Murphy the other way. Dumps it off underneath the Drummonds. Drummonds put it up short, and the rebound taken down by File. File gets it over on the right-hand side. Now to Graber. Graber with it into the front court to the right elbow. Picks up the dribble. Shoots it from 17. Around the rim. Nope. Rebound taken down by File. Put it up and in. Alyssa File with 2 rebounds tonight. Her first offensive. And it's 23-15. Manchester hanging right there with the Lions. With it underneath, Mills got the ball knocked away from Drummonds, and it's stolen away by Manchester. Lions are trying to force the ball to Drummonds, and they've got to just let that action take care of itself. With it on the left-hand side is Kyle, now back out front. Nash stop and go dribble, matched up against Drummonds. Now the switchback, and with the basketball top side, it goes over to Lindsay. Lindsay underneath, overthrew Graber and out of bounds. That is 8 turnovers in the ball game by Manchester that have led to 10 points tonight for the Lions. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mills looking down low. Cross-court left wing, Carly Dalton. Now back out front to Mills. 18 on the shot clock to Murphy, right wing. Murphy bounce past Jansen. Left wing it goes to Mills. Long 3 by Carly. Off the front iron, no. Dalton got the rebound, put it up, blocked from behind partially. Pulled out of the air by Manchester. 11 seconds to go. 2-on-1. Lindsay all the way to the hole. Blocked away by Jansen, and Jansen regained the basketball and stepped on the baseline. Now Emily Elliott is going to rush into the ball game. And coming out will be Maddie Drummonds. They do not want her to pick up a cheap foul at the end of the quarter. 6.8 seconds to go. Graber will put the ball in play. Left of her own bucket. Inbounds the basketball right side. Goes to Lindsay. Lindsay pops it from 12. No, but a foul. Going up for the shot. Lindsay will go to the line. And the foul will be called on the Mounts' Carly Mills. Her first. And that is putting them out over the limit. But nonetheless, Lindsay was going line left anyway. Lindsay, 68% from the stripe. Has 2 in the ball game. Put it up and in. Lindsay with 3. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Line left, Lindsay again for the second one. Eyes it. Dips, shoots, got them both. Lindsay with 4, 3 seconds to go, inbounds to Mills up the floor, and that'll end the quarter here at the Harrington Center. It has been dominated by the Lions here in the first quarter, but Manchester is still in this ball game. Your score at the end of 1. It's the Lions 23, the Spartans 17 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Changing lives is what great teachers do. Mount St. Joseph University's Reading Science program that uses highly effective research-based methods improved my students' lives and helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/read.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow. Get moving!
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
Well, in that first quarter, the Lions were 8 of 18 from the field for 44%. They hit 3 3-pointers, and they were 4 of 4 from the line. For Manchester, 6 of 16 from the field, 37.5%. They missed 2 3-pointers and went 5 of 5 from the line. Leading the way, Carly Mills with 9 points for the Lions and 5 points for Bridget Nash here this evening to lead the way for Manchester. As we head into the second 10-minute stanza, Lindsay out on the floor with Nash, along with Klein, File, and Graber. Jenkins will put it in play. She's on the floor with Mills, Drummonds, Jansen, and Shelby Turner. With it, lob pass underneath Drummonds, lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Manchester. Lions keep it. 8 seconds off the shot clock, down to 22. Mills will put it in play, leftover bucket. Looking to inbound and does. Out to the left wing. It goes to Morgan Jenkins. Jenkins drives the lane. Hook pass underneath to Drummonds. Nice pass up and in. Drummonds with 4. Another good assist by the Lions, this time by Jenkins. And the left baseline, Klein for 3. No good. Jansen got the rebound. Jansen ahead of the pack. Brings it up to the left wing and now spins it back out front and will set up the offense with Mills out front. Mills with 9:25 to go in the first half. Gets it off to Jansen, right wing. Top of the key, Jenkins, pump fake, drives left side, dumps it off to Drummonds, laid it up, won't go, and the rebound taken down by Manchester. File got the rebound off to Graber. Graber almost got knocked down by File, goes left wing to Klein. Klein double team, now down inside the arc. Gets it back outside to Lindsay, long 3 left of the circle, nope, and the rebound taken down by Jansen. Jansen will lead the break from left to right. Jansen 5-on-4 all the way, dumps it off underneath the Drummonds, 1 dribble, right side, put it up too hard, and the rebound taken down by Graber. Graber gets it up the floor, stolen by Jenkins. Jenkins ahead of the pack for the layup on the right side, got it. Jenkins with 7, Lions by 10. Graber will bring it into the front court. On the right-hand side, now it goes to Nash. Nash is going to drive the lane, left-hand layup, blocked out of bounds by Jenkins. And it was last touched by Nash, and it will go back to the Lions. Sierra Slaughter will come into the ball game now for the Lions. Sienna, 6-foot freshman, averaging 2.1 a game, and Drummonds will get a breather. When Drummond starts missing the bunnies, you know she's winded. 27-17, the Mount leads it by 10. Right side Turner, top of the key Jenkins against that 1-2-2. Gets it off on the right baseline to Jansen. Tried to throw a pass out front, stolen away by Nash. Nash gets it ahead of the pack on the run, and a traveling foul. No, they're going to let it go, the travel go, and it'll be a foul called on the Lions. And going line left is going to be Maddie Smith. Boy, Maddie Smith looked like she took 3 steps instead of 2. And the foul will be on Jenkins. That's her second. Line left, Smith. 66% from there. Put it up and clanked it off the front iron. No good. 8:06 remaining. Cornell Beecham, our guest at halftime. Second one is up and around the rim. No good. Missed them both. And the rebound taken down by the Lions. Up the floor, Jansen dumps it off underneath the Slaughter, laid it up too hard, then hit the bottom of the rim, and the rebound taken down by Manchester. Lions missing some bunnies here. Graber, left-hand side, and it goes to Ringen. Ringen throws up a floater, left baseline, no good. Rebound taken out of the air by Carly Dalton. Dalton will dribble it across the timeline with a right hand and gets a bounce pass over to Carly Mills in the center circle. Mills with it against the 2-3 zone now. To Slaughter, left elbow. Gets it on the right wing to Carly Mills. Mills looking down low. Gets it to Jansen now back over to Dalton. To Jansen, right of the circle, drives the lane with a right-hand layup, put it up short, and the rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Ringen, and it will stay with the Mount. 19 on the shot clock. Now coming in, Madison Stam. Stam, the 5'8 junior, averaging 2 a game into the ball game. And sitting down, Maddie Smith. Mills will put it in play, right elbow to Dalton. Dalton drives right of the lane, laid it up, nope. But a foul will be called on Manchester, and that is going to be on Klein. Haley Klein with her first, team's first. And Kime will come into the ball game again, and sitting down is Klein. Kime into the contest, the 5'4 junior out of Denver, Indiana. And Dalton hits the free throw. Carly with 6. Lions have got good balanced scoring here tonight. Second one by Dalton, line right. Good again. Dalton with 7. Lions by 12. 7:10 to go in this second quarter. With the basketball, Nash gets a pass to Ringen, right corner, 3, got it. Boy, that looked good from the moment it left her hand. Ringen with 5 in the ball game. Coming the other way, Mills put up a 3, no good, and the rebound Graber. It's 29-20, the Mount. On the right wing, Stam shoots it from three-point range, no good, right wing, rebound Mills. Mills 3-on-2, goes all the way into the lane, threw up the shot, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Carly Mills. Mills will pick up her second personal foul. Sienna Slaughter will leave the ball game, and back into the contest is Drummonds. Also leaving is Carly Mills, and back in is Anaya Murphy. 6:35 remaining in this first half. Graber will bring it across. Crossover dribble against Dalton, put it up, no, and a foul will be called on the drive, and that's going to be against Carly Dalton. Her second. Lions slowly but surely getting into some foul trouble. Mills with 2, Jenkins with 2, now Dalton with 2. Manchester inbounds the ball to Ringen. Ringen throws up a reverse layup, right baseline, got it. Ringen's got 7. This is the player, Ringen, that Macy Elston said she was most concerned about on Manchester. Underneath pass, right of the lane to Drummonds. Gets it into the right corner to Turner. Saved it in the corner, but back out front to Anaya Murphy. Murphy with it near the center circle. Bounce pass right baseline to Turner. Drives the baseline, put it up, nope. But a foul is called on Turner's drive to the bucket. And that'll be a foul called on Ringen. Her second, and the team's second. 6:03 remaining in this first half. Turner line right. Spins it, shoots it, hit the back iron, bounced high, and fell through. Turner with her first bucket of the ball game. Lions now lead it by 8, 30-22. Again, Turner spins it, catches it, shoots it. Off the back iron, no good, comes straight out to Nash. Nash will bring it up the floor, up the right side. Gets it down into the right corner to Ringen. Ringen outside the arc, long 3, no good. Rebound, Dalton got a hand on it, pulled down by Kime, put it up and in. Kime has been a spark plug off the bench for Manchester, and it's a 6-point Lions lead now, 30-24. Dalton with it, left wing, top of the key, goes off to Murphy, now right of the lane to Jansen, out top side to Dalton, 3 from the left of the circle, missed everything. Rebound, Drummonds right back up and in. Drummonds with 6 in the ball game, and she has got 3 rebounds so far in this contest. Lions now lead at 32-24. On the left side, Graber dribbling in against Dalton in the middle of the lane, and it goes off down underneath. Now back out front to Kime on the right baseline. Put up a 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Murphy. Murphy stop and go dribble. 10-foot floater in the lane, no good. Murphy her own rebound. Dumps it off to Drummonds left side. Laid it up and in. Drummonds with 8. Again, full court pressure put on by the Lions. They lead it by 10. 4:45 to go in this half. Into the front court, Graber. Around a pick set by Ringen. Graber hooks a pass on the baseline. It goes through the net and out of bounds off of Nash's hands, and that'll bring us to the official timeout. 4:36 remaining to go in this first half. Your score from the Harrington Center. It is the Mount 34, the Spartans 24 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University with 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facility. We are the NCAA Division III University in Greater Cincinnati. Climb higher at www.msj.edu.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
Well, at halftime in Anderson, Bluffton has come back and has taken a 1-point lead at the end of the first half, 32-31 in that ball game. In our ball game here, it is 34-24. The Lions on top of it. Mills leads the way with 9 points, 8 to Drummond, 7 to Jenkins, 7 to Carly Dalton in the contest, then 2 to Chloe Jansen, and Shelby Turner has got a point. Leading the way for Manchester, 7 points to Ringen, 6 points to Keim. Keim also leads Manchester off the bench with 4 rebounds here in this ball game. 5 points to Nash, 4 to Lindsay, and 2 to File. Lions after that media timeout, 4:36 remaining, leading it by 10. They have the basketball, and Murphy will bring it across from left to right. Murphy, top of the circle against the 2-3. Gets it off to Jansen, left wing Murphy for the 3. Nope, off the side iron. And the rebound taken down by Graber of Manchester. Graber will lead the break with a right-hand dribble up the right-hand side, but she almost palmed the basketball, but still has control of the dribble. Now gets it back up between the circles. Tried to get a pass underneath, and it's kicked out of bounds by Chloe Jansen. Manchester will have it back in the front court, and Ringen will put it in play on the far side, in front of most of the Mount St. Joseph baseball team. Putting it in play, Ringen. Ringen looking and gets the ball inbounds to Graber. Graber looking underneath. They're clearing out that side for her. Now gets it underneath to Ringen on a nice feed. Ringen lays it up and in. Boy, that was a nice play designed by Manchester, and they got the easy lay-in by Ringen. It's 34-26. Pass on the right side is Jansen. Now top of the key, Annabelle Williams. Left wing, it goes to Murphy. Now left elbow, Drummond's. Right wing, Turner. Turner drives the lane, throws up a 10-foot floater. Nope. And the rebound surrounded by Manchester players and pulled down by Keim. Keim will get it up the floor and into the front court to Graber. 3.5 left to go in the half. Graber with the basketball. Hook pass right wing, and it goes off to Ringen. Ringen hounded by Murphy. Now back out front. Goes off to Graber. Left wing 3. Nope. Rebound taken down by Klein. Knocked free, but Klein got it back, and she walked with the basketball. 3:16 left to go in this first half. And Dalton is back into the ball game for the Lions, and sitting down, Shelby Turner. 3:14, 34-26. Lions lead it. Murphy with it, top of the key. Bounce pass, Jansen. Gets it underneath to Dalton, knocked free, and stolen away by Manchester. Graber brings it up, got the ball knocked out of bounds by Anaya Murphy. Boy, the Lions right now are just overplaying passing lanes and denying almost every pass that Manchester is trying. 3 minutes to go in the half, 25 on the shot clock. Graber drives in against Murphy, throws it up with the left hand, no good, rebound Murphy. Murphy leading the break, it's 3-on-3. Crossover dribble, left elbow from 15, got it. Anaya Murphy, her first 2, Lions by 10, 36-26. Into the front court for Manchester is Stam. Stam on the left-hand side, gets it off to Klein. Klein inside the arc at the left-hand side, now dribbles down to the left baseline, in against Williams. Spins into the baseline, then back to the baseline, and the rough shot put up no good. Rebound taken down by Carly Dalton. Dalton will bring it across the timeline and get it off to Anaya Murphy. Murphy near the center circle, setting up the offense. Baseball pass goes to Jansen, right wing outside the arc. Right corner to Annabelle Williams, back to Jansen, right wing. Top of the key, Murphy. Murphy with 13 on the clock. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Bounce pass, right of the lane, goes to Drummonds, and Drummonds gets hit with a pushing foul away from the ball, and that'll be her second personal. And that's the Lions' fourth as a team. Drummonds will check out, and Emily Elliott has checked in. Minute 48 left to go in this half. 36-26. Lions by 10. Putting it in play, Stam does to Nash, right back to Stam. Stam's going to run the point as she brings it across the timeline, spins to her right, fell down, lost the handle of the basketball. It'll be a jump ball as Jansen reached in and tied her up, but it will go right back to Manchester. So the Spartans get the ball back with a minute 48 to go. Putting it in play will be Stam, right next to the Lions bench. Looking, inbounds the basketball, and it goes to Nash. Nash with it, left of the sideline left, crossover dribble, inside the arc, now back outside to the top of the key, and goes on the right wing to Ringen, down on the right side, Klein around a pick by Ringen, looking down low, Ringen got the ball, stolen away by Dalton. Dalton anticipated and intercepted that pass. Up the floor, Jansen, a minute 25 to go in the half. And Murphy gets called for a traveling violation. So that, for the Lions, will be the 9th turnover of the ball game. Quizzical call. Macy Elston wants to know what the travel was on, and she asked the female official, and she actually looked at her and said, I don't know, I didn't see it. Manchester will put the ball in play, and they do to Kime. Kime with it between the circles with a right-hand dribble. Kime on the right side, 24 seconds on the shot clock, ball outside to Nash, knocked away off Nash's leg, and out of bounds. Another turnover charged against Manchester. They've got 13 tonight. 10-point Lion lead with a minute 10 to go. Left side Murphy into the lane. 5-foot floater. Got it. Murphy with 4. Lions 14-point lead now. Up the floor into the front court. Kime, and a foul is going to be called. And it'll be on the Lions as, boy, 3 girls went down like bowling pins. And it's going to be on Carly Dalton. Dalton gets picked up for the foul. That'll be her 3rd. And that's the 5th against the Lions. So Dalton will have to leave. And back in Shelby Turner. Now Carly Mills is going to come into the ball game. So Macy Alston's going to roll the dice here. Line left is Nash. Put it up and in. Check that. It's Lindsay at the free throw line. Lindsay has her 5th point. She is 3 for 3 tonight from the line. Eyes up from line left again. Dips, shoots, got them both. Lindsay was 6, and it's a 10-point Lions lead again, 38-28. 50 seconds to go in the half. Mills with it, left side, back out front. Anaya Murphy. Murphy's going to drive the lane. Scoop shot in the lane. Around the rim, won't go. Rebound. Emily Elliott battling for it, but it's pulled down by Nash. Nash is going to lead the break. Up the floor on the right side, Lindsay gets it underneath the Ringen. Ringen tried to save it in bounds, hit the back of the backboard, and it will go back to the Lions. And now Drummonds is going to hustle into the ball game, and Elliott will leave. There is a 1-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Putting it in play, the Lions. Carly Mills is going to slow it up, and the Lions are going to milk this thing for all it's worth and take the last shot. They lead it by 10. 20 seconds to go in the half. Mills with it, out front, guarded by Nash. Mills still with the left-hand dribble. Hands it off to Turner. Gets the top of the key to Jansen. In the lane, Murphy. Murphy went up, came down with it, and the turnover. Murphy says the ball got slapped out of her hand, but that didn't appear to be the case. So Manchester now has 7.6 seconds left to go. They will put it in on the back baseline, and they inbound it to Nash. Nash gets it back over on the left-hand side. Lindsay up the floor to Kime, gets it in the lane, knocked free, and the ball is loose, and that'll do it for the end of the first half of play. And as we head in at halftime, the Lions have opened up a 10-point lead here at the end of the second quarter, and they go into the half leading it 38-28 over the Manchester Spartans. When we come back, we'll talk with Cornell Beecham, and that'll be coming up here on our halftime report. At halftime, your score, the Lions 38, the Spartans 28 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Do you want to grow as a leader? Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's degree in organizational leadership. Classes meet about one Saturday a month. Climb higher and become the leader you were meant to be. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs of our students, whether it's spiritware, gifts, or snacks. But the Roar Store is more. They offer everything from notebooks to laundry detergent, even brake fluid and tire repair, plus a wide range of food and drink. And it's just a walk away. It's not just a bookstore, it's an everything store. The Roar Store in the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Morgan Freeman. Has anyone ever said, you're the picture of health? You look healthy, you feel fine, but that may not be the full picture. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer of men and women over 50. Since it doesn't always cause symptoms, you may not know you have it. The only way to know is by getting screened. Screening can find precancerous polyps, so they can be removed before they turn into cancer. This is one cancer you can prevent. Plus, screening can find colorectal cancer at an early stage when the chance for a full recovery is very high. Talk with your doctor and get tested for colorectal cancer. Medicare and many insurance plans help pay for screening. Get screened. Make sure you are the picture of health.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Well, we're back here at halftime where the Lions lead it here at the half, 38-28. They led Bluffton in the first quarter of action, had a 6-point lead, 23-17, and then they outscored Manchester in that second quarter of play, 15-11, to take the 10-point lead here at halftime. There's a lot of other action going on around the area. Let's take a look at the halftime score. Bluffton right now with 9:41 to go in the other quarterfinal game is leading Anderson by a score of 32-31 in that ball game. And as you take a look at what's happening there, Bluffton is being led so far by Morgan Smith in the ball game, and Lexi Dellinger for Anderson has got 9 points in the ball game. So Bluffton, Lindsey Smith, 9 points, Sammy Shardo with 6, along with Kyle Columber, and she has 6. And for Anderson, they're being led by Lexi Dellinger, but right now the score, and they are just a couple of minutes into the second half action, is Bluffton leading by a point, 32-31. Taking a look at what's happening around Division I college basketball tonight. Well, That's a different story. That's a horse of a different color. As you take a look at what's happening, Xavier right now is losing to Villanova with 1:57 to go in the ball game, and Villanova has a 3-point lead, 64-61. Toledo battling for the top spot in the Mid-American Conference with Akron and also Kent State. Well, Toledo at home tonight is beating up on Akron 55-30 with 13 minutes left to go in the ball game. K-State has got a 6-point lead over Baylor with 12:19 to go, 49-43 in that one. Miami of Ohio has got a 5-point lead over Bowling Green, 46-41, just under 12 minutes to go in the ball game in that one. And also Central Michigan is losing to Buffalo tonight, 49-20. Boy, some blowouts around college basketball this evening. 12:20 to go in the second half for that one. Georgia Tech has a 4-point lead over Pitt, 49-45 in the second half of action. Kent State losing to Ball State, 36-33. 18 minutes to go. They've just started the second half. Miami of Florida is leading Virginia Tech on the road, 57-50 tonight. 9:40 to go in the ball game there. Mississippi State by 3 over Mizzou, 43-40. 11:56 to go in the half in that one. Murray State over Missouri State, or I should say Missouri State over Murray State, 62-44. 12 minutes left to go in that one. Northern Illinois has got a 2-point lead over Ohio, 46-44. 12:59 left to go in the ball game there. St. Louis is leading Richmond 53-44. 12 minutes left to go in the half there. And Tennessee and Texas A&M are all knotted up at 36. 18 minutes to go in the half. VCU has got a 17-point lead over St. Joe's, 55-38, 13 minutes left. Western Michigan edging Eastern Michigan, 42-40. Youngstown State over Robert Morris. Check that. That's the other way around. It's Robert Morris over Youngstown State, 58-45. ECU and Tulsa tied up at 9, and Marquette right now is on top of Creighton, 5-4. So that's a look at what's happening. Now later on tonight, these games are all going to start at 9 o'clock. Fresno State will be at Air Force. Indiana goes to Michigan State. That's the first game that Michigan State will play at home since the shooting last week. Iowa State is at Texas. Texas Tech goes to Oklahoma. Georgia will be at Arkansas. Utah State at Wyoming. And San Jose State University will be at Nevada. Final game of the night, Colorado State at San Diego State. 38-28 your score here at the half. When we come back, we will take a look at the stat story for the first half of action. We'll do that right after these timeouts.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything, right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
¿A dónde te diriges? ¿Dónde te gustaría ir? Nuevas cumbres, ¿verdad? Es por eso que vas a ir a la universidad en primer lugar. En Mount St. Joseph University integramos la excelencia académica, la experiencia del mundo real y la atención individual para que puedas llegar más lejos de lo que tú creías posible. De hecho, más del 96% de nuestros graduados en los últimos 3 años estaban empleados o cursaban estudios de posgrado dentro de 6 meses posteriores a la graduación. ¿Estás listo para subir más alto? Comienza tu ascenso en mcj.edu.
6 minutes to go in the third quarter going on in Anderson, and right now Bluffton has got a 4-point lead over the Ravens in the other quarterfinal game, 40-36. The winner of this game plays Hanover at 7:30 on Friday night at Transylvania. The winner of the Bluffton and Anderson game plays Transy, and that will be at 5 o'clock on Friday evening in Transylvania. Right here, the Lions have got the 38-28 lead, 5:20 to go before we start the second half of action here tonight. Leading the way for the Lions in scoring, Kaylee Mills has got 9 points, Maddie Drummonds with 8, Carly Dalton 7, along with Morgan Jenkins. She has also scored 7 points here tonight. 4 points to Anaya Murphy off the bench here this evening. 2 points going to Chloe Jansen, and 1 point to Shelby Turner for the Lions. The Lions shot 41% from the field on 14 of 34. They were 3 of 9 from three-point range for 33%, and from the free throw line, 7 of 8 for 87% in the first half. For Manchester, they were led by just 5 players in scoring here tonight. 9 points going to Ringen on 4 of 8 from the field. 6 points each to Hannah Lindsay and Kime, who's got 6. 5 points to Nash, and then 2 points to File here tonight. Manchester shot 10 of 30 from the field for 33%. They hit 1 3-pointer, and they were 7 of 9 from the free throw line for 77.8%. Manchester was out-rebounded in the first half, 20-19 in the first half. Assists, they had 7. The Lions had 7. Steals, the Lions had 8. Manchester had 7 in the first half. But turnovers are telling the story here tonight, and points in the paint. For the Lions, they committed 10 turnovers in the first half. That led to 4 points for Manchester. Now, that being said, Manchester committed 14 turnovers in the first half, and that led to 14 points by the Lions off turnovers here in the first half. And points in the paint, the Lions had 20 points down low, and they gave up 10 inside the paint to Manchester here this evening. Both teams have led the game just once. It has never been tied, and the lead has not changed hands. And when you look at what's happening here, the Lions, their largest lead in the first half was 13 at 23-10, and Manchester, well, they didn't lead the ball game, but they have stuck in this thing, and they are still hanging around down by 10. The Lions, what they did in that second quarter and towards the last half of the first quarter was they played the passing lanes extremely well on their full court pressure. It wasn't so much that they were right up and in the face of the Spartans in that pressure situation, but they were playing the passing lanes, and anytime the Spartans tried a long pass, the Lions were there to intercept it, and that's what led to the turnovers for Manchester and the points off turnovers for the Lions. 38-28, Lions have a 10-point lead over the Spartans here at the Harrington Center. The winner continues on, the loser goes home. I'm Dave Mitchell. Second half action coming up next on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New Heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow. Kids moving!
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
Well, for one of these two teams, the season is just 20 minutes left. For the other, they will continue on and play Friday night. Lions, the home team, and leading by 10, 38-28, have Mills on the floor. Jenkins is going to start the second quarter, along with Jansen, Dalton, and Drummond. So Jenkins taking the spot of Shelby Turner to open up the second half of action. Manchester still huddled around their head coach, Josh Zurich. And let's see who they break the huddle with. And it will be Graber, Klein, Regan, Smith, and Nash. So that is who Manchester will go with. Lions have the basketball to open up this third quarter of play. They inbounded to Mills, and here we go. Mills with it, going from right to left across your computer screen, radio dial. With it is Jansen against the 2-3 zone. Fakes right, goes left into the hole, laid it up off the glass and rim. Nope. Rebound, Carly Dalton gets it out to Jansen, top of the key. Now to Jenkins, left wing Dalton, and Dalton walked with the basketball. 9:39 left to go in the third quarter. We have just begun the second half of action. 38-28 your score, and Graber will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Mills. Lions putting on that pressure. Graber with it left of the front court. Hooks a pass down on the left baseline, and Nash throws up a shot, driving in against Drummond, laid it up and in. Nash has got 7 in the ball game, and it's an 8-point Lions lead. Mills with it in the front court. Mills with a right-hand dribble, guarded by Nash. Lobs a pass to Drummond's triple team, now quadruple team. Right baseline, Jenkins for the 3, no good, came out wrong. Long off the rebound, and the rebound taken down by Klein. And Klein got it knocked free, but Graber got it back, right back to Klein. She'll dribble all the way down the floor, gets it off to Ringen, right side, put it up too hard from 5, and the rebound Drummond. Now to Mills. Mills ahead of the pack, it goes to Dalton, now to the free throw line. Back to Mills, left wing 3 by Carly, got it. That's 12 in the ball game, second three-pointer by Mills, and the Lions extend that pressure a little further on the inbounds pass, but Graber will bring it across the timeline. Lions lead it by 11, all the way to the hole. Graber put it up, no good, too hard, and the rebound taken down by Dalton. Up ahead of the pack, it goes to Mills. She's going to pop it from long range from 3, no good. Rebound, Graber came down on top of Jansen, and also one of the other Manchester players underneath the bucket. That is Klein, and Graber came down right on top of them, flipped and fell on their side, and they will immediately bring out the trainer because it looks like Klein came away with the worst on that one. That is going to be the first foul called against Chloe Jansen. Or check that. Will it be Jansen? Yes, it will be Jansen. Will pick up the foul. Both teams are huddled around their head coaches now as Klein is up and sitting, but she does not look like she's going to be able to play at any time in the near future. Now, coming in will be Keim. Keim had 6 points in that first half. 8:20 to go here in this one in the third quarter. Lions right now with an 11-point lead, and Bluffton has opened up a 10-point lead over Anderson with 1:47 to go in the third. What a story that would be. Anderson just completely, if this continues, they just completely fell apart in the second part of the schedule and lost the third seed, not only to the Lions, but went in to face the 5th seed, and now they're being beaten at home by Bluffton by 9, 50-41. Klein gets some help walking from one end of the floor to the other to get to the bench. And the officials now will walk to the scorer's table and get everything straightened out. That foul was on Chloe Jansen. Now they're going to look at the replay, evidently to see if there's anything vicious about it. Both players were on the floor. Sometimes I think, folks, and this is, I'm not criticizing the officials here, but boy, you watch these D1 schools, these officials go to the videotape for almost everything anymore. Now this one here, you can almost see, I mean, two players were on the floor and Graber came in over the top of them, came down on top of them, and then just upended herself. But unfortunately, it was Klein who was under Chloe Jansen. Now two officials watch the replay, and it will be, well, they're not making any call as of yet. And it's just going to be Manchester's ball underneath. They've got Chloe Jansen with just one foul. And to be honest, I had her with two, but they're just saying that was her first one. So Manchester gets the ball back. And bringing it across will be Nash. Nash, top of the key, good moves. Tried to throw it over in the corner, and it went right by Lindsay and out of bounds. Lindsay cut in, and Nash thought she was going to cut out. 41-38, 10 to go in this third quarter. With the basketball, Mills. Mills on the left side goes to Dalton. Dalton bounce pass to Jenkins. Back to Dalton on the left wing. Dalton cross-court pass to the right wing to Mills. Now back out front Jenkins. Right wing Mills all alone. Three. No good off the back iron. Good box out by Smith. And she gets the rebound. Off to Graber into the front court. On the right side, Nash right corner. Dribbles up to the right of the lane. Got the ball knocked free, but back out front. And it goes to Lindsay. Lindsay pump fake. Kept her foot on the ground. Now gets it off to Graber. Long three. Left of the circle. Got it. Allie Graber, her first points of the evening. She's got three. And the Lions lead it by 8 again. 41-33. With the basketball. Gets it back out to Jansen. Now to Dalton. Bounce pass underneath to Drummonds. Back to Dalton in the lane. Put it up too hard from 5. And a foul is going to be called on the Lions. And that'll be on Dalton. And that's going to be number 4. Fourth foul on Dalton. 7:11 to go. 41-33. Lions with an 8-point lead. In the basketball, Manchester has it, and they get it off to Kime. She'll bring it across the timeline. Kime with it right of the circle, top of the key. Lob pass over on the left-hand side to Nash. Nash drives in the lane with the right hand, threw it up with the left hand, and she got fouled on the way to the bucket. And let's see who that's going to be on. It'll be on Mills. And on Carly Mills, that is her third. And the third against the Lions as a team. And let's see. 6:57 to go. And line right will be Nash. Put it up and in. Nash has got 8 in the ball game. Nash line right. Second one. Good again. Nash makes it 9. And Manchester just keeps hanging around in this one. Left baseline, Jenkins for 3, no good. Rebound, knocked free. Graber saves it on the baseline into the hands of Nash. Nash guarded by Murphy. Nash across the timeline from left to right. Now pulls it back outside and is going to reset the offense. Nash with it, guarded by Murphy. Lions in the man-to-man. Left sideline, Graber outside the three-point arc. Graber's going to drive the lane and she's going to be fouled. Reach-in foul called against the Lions, and that's on Mills, and that's her 4th. Mills gets hit with the 4th personal foul, and that puts the Lions in a heap of trouble. 41-35. Inbounds pass made in the lane. It goes to Lindsay. Turnaround 5-footer, good. Lindsay with 8. It's 41-37 the Mount. 6:21, a lot of time left to go in this one. Almost 16 minutes. Underneath, Jansen. Jansen baseline right. Into Drummonds. One dribble. Put it up and in. Drummonds with 10. Lions by 6 again. 43-37. Into the front court. Kime, guarded by Shelby Turner. Kime drives the lane. Lays it up with the left hand. Too hard. Rebound Jenkins. Jenkins will bring it the other way. It's 5-on-4. Jenkins, line, lane. Stops left of the lane. Hooks it out to Jansen, right wing. Jansen outside the arc, looks for the shot. She's going to drive the lane all the way to the hole, threw it up, it won't go, but she'll be fouled, and Chloe will go line left. Boy, this place is really starting to get loud here at the Harrington Center. Ringen is going to come back in, and leaving is Smith. 5:39 remaining. Foul was called down low on Kime. Her first, just the first on Manchester, and Jansen puts the first free throw up and in. She has 3 in the ball game. 5:39, second one by Jansen, line left, good again. That's 4, 45-37. Lions with the 8-point lead. Graber into the front court. Graber guarded by Turner. Graber around a pick. Drives left of the lane. Threw it up with the left hand. Good. Graber got the bucket. She has 5, all in the second half. 45-39. Murphy's going to run the point for the time being. Jenkins bounced pass to Turner. Right wing to Murphy. Now gets the top of the key ball. Stolen away, but went right into the hands of Jenkins off the box out. Gets it back out front to Murphy. Murphy, right of the lane, kicks it over to Drummonds, left of the lane, drives into the lane, put it up from 5, right in the dead center of the key, no good, and Ringen got the rebound. Gets it up the floor on the right-hand side to Lindsay, pops it from 15 from the line, no good, and the rebound taken down by Jenkins. Up the floor, Murphy. Murphy, 3-on-2, pops it from 5, got it in the key. Murphy's got 6, Lions by 8 again. 47-39, 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Graber with the basketball. Between the circles with the left hand. She's going to drive in against Jenkins. All the way through it up. It will go, but it won't count. And a foul is going to be called on Jenkins. That will be her third, Lions' 5th, and an official timeout will be called while Macy Elston is wanting to know just what is a foul and what isn't. 4:28 left to go in the third. It's the Lions 47, the Spartans 39 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
You want to advance your career through education, but you have a busy family and work schedule. Mount St. Joseph can help. The Mounts School of Business offers an MBA program on Saturday mornings where you can earn your master's degree in 2 years. Courses are led by faculty who are experts in their areas and taken one at a time, and the GMAT is not required for admission. Classes every Saturday can make a huge difference in your life and your career. Learn more about the Saturday MBA program. Visit msj.edu/MBA.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Learn more at msjlions.com.
4:28 left to go in the third quarter. Still a lot of basketball remaining. Going on over in Anderson. Bluffton has got a 7-point lead. They're in the fourth quarter. 8:14 to go. 56-47 now. It's a 9-point lead for Bluffton. Winner of this game plays around 7:30 on Friday night from Transylvania. Lions in deep foul trouble. Mills and Dalton each with 4. Jenkins has got 3. Nobody in foul trouble for Manchester. Matter of fact, they've only had 6 fouls called against them tonight. The Lions have had 15. Line right, Graber. Manchester has been to the line 11 times, the Lions 10. Line right, Graber, put it up, and it hit the front iron, no good. Graber is 65% shooter. Second one, line right, is good. Graber's got 6 in the ball game. Lions lead it by 7. Baseline right, Jenkins gets it back out front to Anaya Murphy. Manchester has stayed in that 2-3 zone most of the evening, and the pass inside to Jansen gets kicked away by Nash. It'll stay with the Lions. Shot clock resets to 20. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Jenkins inbounds it far side to Murphy. Left wing it goes to Turner. Now back outside Murphy. Murphy with it. Dribbles left to the front court. Now to Shelby Turner. Left wing. Gets it to Drummond. Drummond's in the lane. Got it knocked free, but got it back. Drummond's right up. Straight up. Got it! She fouled! Maddie Drummonds gets the bucket. And it's going to be on Ringen. That will be her third. Team second. Line left is Drummond. She has got 12 tonight. Shooting 70% from the stripe. This is her first trip to the line. Put it up and in. 13 in the ball game. Lions by 10 again. We're under 4 minutes to go in the third. Graber with it. Right hand dribble. Guarded by Jansen. Graber, bounce pass goes into the left corner to Lindsay. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound came out long, came to Nash. On the right side, Kime for 3. Hit the front iron, nope. Murphy got the rebound. Murphy will lead the break. It's 2-on-3. Murphy's going to go all the way to the hole, threw it up off the glass and rim, no good. Probably not the best shot the Lions could have had. And the rebound taken down by Graber. Graber gets it up the floor to Ringen for the layup, up and in. Ringen with 11, Lions by 8 again, 50-42, 3:20 to go in the third. Murphy on the right side, it goes to Jenkins, top of the key, Turner swings it to the left side to Murphy, tried to get it underneath, stolen away by Ringen. Ringen trying to lead the break, up the floor to Nash, left wing. Nash with it on the left baseline, drives the left baseline, put it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Murphy. Murphy will bring it up the right side. Murphy all the way to the left side of the lane, put it up, got it knocked to free, right back to Jenkins for 3, got it! Jenkins with 10, and Josh Zurich is going to use another timeout. 2:48 left to go in this third quarter. Your score, the Lions 53, the Spartans 42 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs of our students. Like when you need a textbook, students can order books exclusively online that they can pick up at the Roar Store through our new eCampus site. eCampus includes 2 different shipping options. Free online shipping to Textbook Delivery Hub located in the Roar Store or delivered to your off-campus residence. It's not just a bookstore, it's an everything store. The Roar Store in the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University.
I wanted to grow my leadership skills, but with work and a busy life, how could I fit it all in? Then I learned Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's program in organizational leadership. For about 1 Saturday a month, I studied and refined my leadership skills alongside working professionals and top-notch professors. I'm now the leader I set out to be. The Mount's organizational leadership program helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
2:48 left to go in this third quarter. Lions leading it by 11. 53-42. Emily Elliott into the ballgame for the Lions, along with Annabelle Williams. Murphy, Jansen, and Jenkins. Graber out on the floor with Kime. Lindsay, also Nash and Ringen. Lindsay will put the ball in play, does to Graber, and Graber, who's been running the point for a majority of this third quarter, brings it up. She's going to go all the way to the hole, laid it up, no, and a reach-in foul will be called on the Lions. The Lions just never shut her off. She just kept going. They gave her the opening, and she'll go to the line. Picked up the foul. Graber on the foul. That is Annabelle Williams, her first. Line right, Graber, put it up and in. Graber now 2 for 3 from the line tonight for 7 points. 2:41 left to go. Manchester down by 10, could make it 9. Graber spins it, shoots it, hit the back iron, bounced high and fell through. Well, Dalton did that earlier. Now Graber gets the return favor. 53-44. Baseline right. Goes to Jenkins. Now to Williams. Right wing out front to Murphy. Murphy with the basketball. Off to Jenkins. Bounce pass with the left hand to Williams. Back to Jenkins. Free throw line to Chloe Jansen. Left wing Murphy for the long three. Nope. Rebound taken down by Jenkins. Ball knocked free. Ball loose. Picked up by Jansen. Out front to Williams. Williams drives the lane. Pops him from 12. Got it. Those 50-50 balls are the ones that are coming the Lions' way so far tonight. The other way, Kime. All the way to the hole. Waves it up on the right side. Got it. Kime with a good drive. Tell you what, the Lions have got to stop the ball handler out front. Keep them from driving the lane. Murphy in the lane. 10-footer left side. Got it. Murphy with 8. Lions by 11 again. 57-46. Into the right corner, Ringen. Ringen, long three. Hit the back iron. Nope. Rebound. Annabelle Williams took it down. 1:34 to go in this third quarter. Bringing it across the timeline is Murphy. Murphy with it. Now backs it out. 20 on the shot clock. Murphy looking over at Coach Elston to get the play. Now they'll set up a different play. Get it off to Williams. Left wing. It goes to Chloe Jansen. Jansen with the right-hand dribble. Going to drive the lane around. A pick by Elliott. Threw it up off the rim. Won't go. And a foul is called. And now Jansen is down on the floor. That's going to be a foul against Ringen. And that's going to be her fourth. And that is the third foul. Jansen is up. Might have hit that thing called the crazy bone in her right elbow. She is shaking that right arm, trying to get some feeling back into it. Nash is back into the ball game. Graber's going to get a long breather here at the end of the third quarter and sit right down with Josh Zurich to talk to him about what happens in the fourth. Line left, Jansen, put it up and in. That's 5 in the ball game. File is coming back in for Manchester at the next dead ball. 1:12 to go in this third. Second one's good again by Jansen. She's got 6, 4 for 4 from the line. File in, Ringen with those 4 personal fouls is out. Inbounds pass. Kime will bring it up. Kime right side between the circles. Goes to Stam. Now back over on the right wing to Shields. Shields tried to throw it down on the baseline. It was knocked out of bounds by Emily Elliott. Manchester regains control. Putting it in play, Shields. Check it, that'll be File. File lobs it out front to Nash. Nash will drive the lane with the left hand, now spins, gets it down to the right side, but shut off by Elliott on good defense. Nash now backs it out near the three-point arc, gets it off to File. File 4 on the shot clock. File throws it up. And it'll be a foul called on the Lions, and that's going to be on Shelby Turner. Shelby Turner with the foul. That is her second. Going line right is not File, excuse me, that's going to be Kime. Kime 2 for 2 from the line. Tonight, Isaac from line right, put it up and in. Kime with 9, 59-47. Second one by Kime. Line right, put it up and in. 59-48. Kime with 10. Lions by 11. Bounce pass Turner, left wing to Jenkins for 3. Hit the front iron, nope. Rebound loose on the floor. Jansen tipped it over to Murphy. Murphy turnaround shot from 5, no, but she'll go to the line and the foul. Boy, good hustle play down low by Chloe Jansen to keep that ball alive. And Murphy will go line left. Murphy tonight, 8 points, first trip to the stripe. 31.9 to go in the third. Put it up and in. Murphy with 9 in the ball game. Murphy, second one. And And it's going to be a lane violation called against the Lions, 60-48. So lane violation called against the Lions. Manchester, there's a 1 second differential between game clock and shot clock. And there's 20 seconds to go on the clock. With it, driving inside the lane and putting it up is Shields, no good. Murphy is going to lead the break across the timeline. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Lions are going to hold it for the last shot. Murphy's going to drive the lane, throw it up from 10, through an air ball. Rebound taken down by Nash. She's going to throw it up from midcourt, no good, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter of play. Lions leading it by 12 as we head to the fourth. Your score here at the Harrington Center, it's the Lions 60, the Spartans 48 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
You're a Lions fan. Own it. And we are the radio home of Mount St. Joseph Lions Sports, UltimateSportsTalk.com. Football, basketball, wrestling, volleyball, softball, baseball. We are Cincinnati's sports website and also the home of the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night during the baseball season. We are the home of the Mount St. Joseph Lions, UltimateSportsTalk.com.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Leading the way for the Lions here tonight, 13 points to Maddie Drummonds. Drummonds has got 13, Carly Mills with 12, but she's got 4 fouls. And Morgan Jenkins with 10. Leading the way for Manchester with 11 is Ringen, and Kime has got 10 here this evening. In the other quarterfinal game, a minute 46 to go in that one, and Bluffton is holding a 62-55, make it 63-58 lead with a minute 32 left to go in this ball game from Anderson. Lions on defense, and the ball, Graber got it stolen away, tipped away from Murphy. Gets it off up the floor to Jenkins. Jenkins in the lane, 5-footer, no good. Rebound, Jansen came from nowhere to get the offensive rebound. Back to Shelby Turner, now to Jansen. Out front, Murphy. Big rebound by Chloe Jansen. Jansen has it now in the right wing. Underneath to Drummonds. Triple team, right corner. Shelby Turner for 3, got it! Turner, her first 3 of the ball game. Lions lead it by 15. Across the timeline is Kime. It's 63-48. Right wing, putting it up from 3. Shields, no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. Oh, what a big 3 by Shelby Turner. Lions have not been hitting their 3s tonight with the regularity they usually are, but that one was a big one. Graber can't find anyone. 5-second violation. That is 17 turnovers tonight on Manchester. 63-58, Lions with a 15-point lead. 9 minutes to go in the game. Left wing, Shelby Turner, top of the key. Jenkins back to Turner, left wing, 3 again. Good again! Turner with 7. Lions by 18, 66-48. Graber the other way, up to the right wing. Spins to her right, on the left-hand side, now it goes to Kime. Kime with the basketball, top of the key, back to Shields. Shields to the free throw line, backs up, 16-footer, good. Shields her first 2, 66-48. Lions lead it again, 66-50, excuse me. Jansen drives the lane, thought she got hammered, no call. Ball goes out of bounds, back to Manchester. Now out of the ball game is Stam. Nash is back in. Shield is going to stay in. Graber is out. Shield is in, along with Ringen, Nash, File, and also Lindsay. With the basketball, Nash. Nash is going to drive the lane, kick it off left baseline. File put it up from 15, no good. Rebound taken down by Jenkins. Jenkins leads the break, gets 3-on-3, all the way to the hole with the left hand, laid it up and in! Jenkins took it all the way, 12 for her. Time out, Manchester. Lions lead it by 18, 8:06 to go in the ball game. It's the Lions 68, the Spartans 50 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Teaching is my calling, so when I needed to renew my license, I chose Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount offers the only program in the state of Ohio that allows you to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree. In less than 2 years, I combined the reading and gifted intervention specialist endorsements. Classes were convenient, fully online, and I received personal attention from my professors. The Mount helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/Ohio.
The School of Health Sciences at Mount St. Joseph University is a proven leader in healthcare education. The Mount offers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in nursing, including a blended online RN to BSN program and the innovative MSN Magellan program. For nearly 100 years, Mount St. Joseph University has produced outstanding healthcare professionals. Learn more at msj.edu/health sciences.
In Anderson, 1:17 to go in that one. And Bluffton has a 3-point lead, 63-60. 8:06 remaining here. Josh Zurich using his next to last timeout. He's got 1 remaining. The Lions have got 3. Been a good game here tonight. But the Lions now in this fourth quarter have broken it open, and they lead it by 18. Putting it in play, Manchester on the back baseline. Lions just some token pressure into the front court. Nash brings it up between the circles, gets it off on the right-hand side. Shield with it, spins to her left, drives the baseline, gonna lay it up, blocked away by Murphy, pulled out of the air though by Ringen, laid it up and in. Ringen with 13, and it's 68-52, 7:40 left to go in the ball game. Murphy across the timeline. Lions have done most of this without Carly Mills on the floor. With it, Jansen, free throw line. Gets it off to Jenkins, but it was too high. Jenkins lost it out of bounds. 7:28 left to go. Well, if he's still listening, want to say hello to my cohort in softball, Chris Morris, and his wife, Dee Dee Morris. I know they're home listening for this one tonight. Coming up the floor, stolen away by Jansen. Jansen will bring it up the right side, behind the back dribble, right wing to Murphy for 3, spun it in and out, no. Jenkins got the rebound, back to Murphy. The last 5 minutes, the Lions have almost could do no wrong. With it is Jenkins. Left side it goes, left to the elbow to Drummonds, back over to Jenkins for 3, outside no good. Rebound Drummonds, 1 dribble up and around the rim, no. Rebound Shelby Turner. The Lions are just out-rebounding Manchester. Manchester is whooped. Murphy gets a pass over on the right side to Jansen. In the lane to Drummonds. Spins to her left. Put it up and in off the glass. Drummonds with 15. And it'll have to be a timeout taken by Manchester. And he's going to throw in a whole new batch of substitution. 6:31 left to go. And it'll be a full timeout. Your score, Mount St. Joseph 70, the Spartans 52 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Changing lives is what great teachers do, and as I saw more students struggling to read, I looked to Mount St. Joseph University for help. The Mount is a national leader in reading science with highly effective research-based methods. Their faculty equipped me to teach students with a range of learning differences, and I was able to make an immediate impact in the classroom. The Mount's fully online reading science program helped me climb higher in my career, but more importantly, is improving the lives of my students. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/read.
43 seconds left to go in Anderson. And the Ravens are down by 5 to Bluffton, 67-62. Keim is still in the ball game. Graber has come back in. Also into the contest is Stam. Smith is back into the contest. And with it now is File. She puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Jenkins. Jenkins leading the break. Bounce pass Murphy, right wing three. Murphy with 12, 73-52 the Mount. Coming the other way, Graber laid it up high off the glass and got the roll. Graber with 10 in the ball game. Lions were under 6 minutes left to go, lead it by 19. Jenkins off to Jansen. Jansen with the basketball top side, and a foul will be called, and that's going to be Stam her first, and that's the first against Manchester as a team here in this fourth quarter. Jenkins will put it in play on the far side. Shot clock resets to 20. Inbounds pass made to Jansen. Jansen drives baseline right all the way to the hole. Laid it up and in. Jansen with 8. Lions by 21. 75-54. With it is Graber. Graber top of the circle. Hooks a pass over on the right-hand side. It goes to Keim. Keim guarded by Murphy. Top of the key. Murphy with the basketball. Now off for a long three by Lindsay. No good, and it goes out of bounds. 5:15 remaining. Now Carly Mills is going to come into the ball game. She had to leave with 4 fouls with about 4 minutes to go in the third, and she's been sitting for almost a full quarter. And the inbounds pass, a push by Graber, and the foul will be called on Graber. That is her first. Allie Graber with her first. Second against Manchester as a team. Lions inbounded. Jenkins brings it up the floor. Jenkins bounce pass. Went right by Shelby Turner, but into the hands of Carly Mills. Mills out near the timeline. 5 minutes to go. We're halfway through the final quarter. Mills bounce pass right side. It goes to Chloe Jansen. Jansen drives inside. A foul is going to be called. And that will be it's going to be a foul on Delane Sanchez. Sanchez, number 14, came in at the last buzzer. Jenkins inbounds the basketball, goes to Turner, lobs a pass to the free throw line to Jenkins. Jenkins 5-footer right side, nope, but she's fouled. And the foul will be on Stam. That will be her foul. And that's the fourth against Manchester as a team. 4:48 left to go. We're keeping an eye on what's happening in Anderson. First one by Jenkins, up and good. Jenkins 13. Second one, good again. Jenkins with 14, 77-54. Into the front court, Sanchez. Sanchez gets a pass to Graber, top of the key. Graber on the right side, goes to Keim. Keim spins to her right inside the lane, right-hand layup up and in. Keim with 12. Coming the other way is Dalton. Dalton, 4:25 to go in the ballgame. Dalton double teamed out near the timeline, now off to Carly Mills. Left corner, Shelby Turner. Turner dribbles out of a double team, now back out to Jenkins. Back to Turner, left wing Mills. Mills looking down low, has Drummonds on the post up, into the lane, and she'll be fouled, spinning in her way into the bucket. And let's see, that's going to be on Sanchez again. That already puts Manchester over the limit, and Drummonds will go to the line. Drummonds will shoot 2. 7 seconds left in Anderson. Bluffton 72, Anderson 65. Bluffton's going to go on the road and pull the upset. Sanchez is out, And back into the ball game is Mia Shields. Line left Drummonds, put it up and in. Drummonds with 16 in the ball game, 4:10 remaining, 78-56 Lions. Second one's good again. Drummonds with 17, and she's out of the ball game. Emily Elliott back in. 4:10 remaining. 79-56, your final score. 73-65, Bluffton. Bluffton pulls the upset and moves on to face Transy Friday at 5. Right corner shot by Nash, no good. Nash got her own rebound, though. Left wing for the long three by Lindsay. Put it up, no good. Stam, now back out to Nash. Air ball from 3. Pulled out of the air by Mills. Mills, stop and go dribble down to the right baseline. Reverse layup, tried to throw it up, no, but a foul is going to be called on Shields, and Mills will go line right. Line left, Reagan comes in, and leaving will be Stam. And let's see, now we've got another substitution. Annabelle Williams in, and Morgan Jenkins will leave. 3:38 remaining. This one has been a long one because of all the fouls that were being called, and Mills put it up and in. She's got 13 in the ball game. Second one, spun it in and out, no good. By Mills. And bringing it up the floor all the way, Ringen laid it up and in. Ringen with 15, 80-58, Lions by 22. Mills out near the timeline. Mills guarded by Nash, now gets it right wing to Dalton. Lobs a pass underneath to Elliott, stolen away by Manchester. In the backcourt is Stam. Stam got the ball knocked free, and it will be a foul called on Manchester. And that's going to be on Shields. And now Josh Zurich is going to clear the bench. He is throwing up the white flag, and Manchester is going to say goodbye to this season. 3:06 to go, and line left will be Carly Mills. Now, Julia Gooding is going to come in for the Lions. And now the officials are conversing in midcourt for what? I'm not sure. And they continue this conversation. 3:06, and they're going to break up the conversation and leave everything as is. 80-58, line left, Carly Mills. Mills 13, make it 14. Second one by Mills, line left, got them both. Mills with 15, 82-58, 3:06 remaining. Lions with 4 girls in double figures here tonight. With it is Ringen. Ringen all the way to the hole, left-hand layup up and in. Ringen with 17 in the ball game, and Manchester has got 3 girls in double figures tonight. We're under 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Elliott got the ball knocked free, stolen away by Manchester. With the steal, Madison Reese, and a foul is going to be called on the line. And that's going to be a foul on Emily Elliott. Elliott picks up her first foul. Carly Dalton has left the ball game, and into the contest for the Lions is Gabby Needham. Needham, a freshman, 5'2" from Taylor High School. And that is a foul called against Emily Elliott. Again, I believe that'll be her second, and it will be. Lions now with 2 fouls, 2:28 left to go. Manchester will put the ball in play, and they do to Maddie Smith, and she puts it up and in, and a foul will be called. Julia Gooding picks up the foul. And going line right will be Smith. And she hits the free throw. So Smith with 3. And the Lions lead it by 19, 82-63. With it, Mills, free throw line goes to Elliott, back to Mills, left of the lane, threw it up with the left hand, overshot the bucket, and the rebound taken down by Manchester's Peyton Horn. Horn gets it up the floor into the front court to Blakely, and then back out to the left-hand side to the long 3. Shields got the 3. Shields with the bucket, that's 5. Her first 3, 82-66, a minute 49 to go. Needham with it, and a timeout will be taken by the Mount. They had 3 of them to work with, so they'll use 1 of them. 1:46 left to go in the ball game. Your score, the Lions 82, the Spartans 66 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Well, Bluffton has already pulled the upset over Anderson. 73-65, the Mount. They're going to wait and have to play another minute 46 before they finish this one out, but they are well on top by 16, 82, or excuse me, by 18, 82, 66. I was right the first time, 66. Boy, oh boy, my math not good on a Tuesday night. With it is Needham, right side. Back out front goes to Williams. Underneath goes to Sienna Slaughter. Put it up with the left hand, no. And a foul is going to be called on Manchester. And that foul will be on Jayana Blakely. Blakely from Marquette Catholic High School in Westerville, Indiana. Line left, Sienna Slaughter put it up on the rim, hung there and fell in. Sienna Slaughter with her first points. Second one, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Manchester, and the Lions get the ball back with a minute 32 remaining. Don't forget, coming up after the game, we'll have stats, interviews with a player, and Coach Macy Alston. All that coming up right after this one. Minute 32 remaining. Mills inbound to Williams, 10-footer right of the lane. Nope. Rebound bounced around, picked up off the floor. Jump ball is Slaughter. Tied up Rees. And the jump ball will give it back to the Lions. That'll reset the shot clock back to 20. Williams will trigger it in play with a minute 27 to go. Putting it in play will be Williams. Does to Needham, left corner. Back outside. It goes to Mills. Mills with it, left wing. Mills is going to shoot the long 3, left wing. Got it. Mills with 18. The only thing the Lions need to do now is get Needham a bucket. With it, Blakely gets it back out to Smith. Right baseline. It goes to Horn. Horn put it up and in. Bucket by Smith. That's her 5th.
1 minute to play.
1 minute to go in the ball game. Underneath pass, Slaughter put it up and in. Slaughter with 3. 88-68. Lions by 20. With the basketball top of the key, Blakely kicks it back outside. A long 3, overshot the bucket. Rebound taken down by the Lions. They get it off to Needham. Needham with 30 seconds to go. Now they go to Mills, and Mills is just going to stand in the center circle and dribble the clock away. Blakely reaches in and taps it into the backcourt. Mills goes back and gets it. Mills crossover dribble, left of the circle, gets it top side to Annabelle Williams. Annabelle Williams hands it off to Gooding. Gooding back over to Williams, over to Mills. Mills 4 on the shot clock. Mills is going to be fouled on the play. And she threw up a 3. And they're going to say, no, it's not going to count. Mills wanted it. She's going to take a little dance. after she made it. And Macy Elston is just like, boy, oh boy. You saw Mills do that dance a couple of weeks ago. First one by Mills, up and in. Carly's got 19. That leads the way for the Lions here tonight. Second one, good again. That's 20, 90-68. 3 seconds to go. Blakely at the buzzer, spun it around, no good, and that is the ball game. 90-68. The Lions win it here this evening. They scored 30 points in that fourth quarter of action, and the Lions end up winning it here this evening by 22, 90-68. They will move on into the tournament and play on Friday evening at 7:30 at Transylvania. Game is supposed to start at 7. It's not going to start at 7, folks. The first game starts at 5. Say 7:30. We'll be on the air with a pregame show at 7 on Friday night from Transy, as the Lions will be playing Hanover for the 3rd time this year, and they have lost the first 2. Lions are now 14-10 overall on the year, while Manchester bows out of the tournament. They are now 9-15 on the season, and all time the Lions now lead it 11-9 in this 20th meeting of these two ball clubs. Lions have now won 10 of 12 heading into that matchup on Friday evening with Hanover. 90-68, your final score here tonight. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll be back with our end of the game festivities show after this.
In the game of life, it's not how far you can throw the ball.
It's not how high you can fly.
It's not how fast you can run. Or how many touchdowns you can score that matters. It's really how you play the game that counts.
Because the game only lasts 4 quarters. For a few years. For that moment in time.
Good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship.
Lasts a lifetime.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
At Mount St. Joseph, we're on a mission to provide a robust student experience. With small class sizes, over 22 different NCAA Division III men's and women's athletic teams, an esports team, a vibrant arts and theater program, and dozens of student clubs and campus activities, you'll be sure to find your place at the Mount. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount. Visit our website at msj.edu/admissions.
Dave Mitchell back here at the Harrington Center, where the Lions have won it tonight 90-68 in this quarterfinal game against Manchester. It started out with the Lions absolutely dominating the first quarter, but only found themselves up by 6, 23-17 at the end of the first 10-minute period. They did virtually the same thing in the second quarter and outscored Manchester by 4 in the second 10-minute stanza, and they ended up leading it at the end of the first half, 38-28. They took more control in the third quarter, especially toward the latter part of the third quarter. Outscored Manchester by 2 in that quarter, 22-20, but then they turned up the Jets and won it in the fourth quarter as they scored 30 points in that fourth quarter of play to Manchester's 20 to win it by 22, 90-68. Up, it's Chloe. Chloe Jansen's going to join us here after the ball game. Chloe, congratulations. This got to be a big win for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a huge win.
When you look at this, I mean, you, again, 40 minutes, you didn't come off the floor. If you had to come off the floor, we've either lost big, won big, or you're just bored.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of worries me when she takes me off the court, especially this late in the season, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be out there, so.
You know, you guys dominated, I thought, the first quarter of action, as I was saying here, but only led by 5 at the end of that first quarter. Were you guys a little worried at that point?
Yeah, we focused a lot on defense, so I think that's where our main focus was, because we can score offensively whenever, especially as a team. So I think defense is our main focus, and rebounding, obviously. We should have out-rebounded them. I don't even know what it was, but so defense was our main point, and especially leading up to Friday. We didn't want to overlook this game at all, but we knew what we had to work on and continue to work on it as the game went on.
You out-rebounded them 43-34. In the ball game, yeah. So it was a good job that you guys did on the glass, and especially you came in and kept several balls alive, and that's kind of your job, isn't it?
Yeah, I like to do the little things, that way the big things. So yeah.
You did that, but I also thought that offensively you guys were concentrating on trying to get the ball down low to Maddie Drummond's.
Yeah, we knew that's where we would score big, and once they started taking that away, we kind of had to readjust our game and look at different options, even if there were extra passes. So, but I had faith in our teammates and confident in each other. I think that was a big part of it, that we didn't get too scared and too intimidated.
It's pretty elementary, but if you can get that inside game going, then you can go back outside. That opens up the 3, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of great shooters on our team, and I think assists are a big part of our game as well, so yeah.
Yeah, and that, well, let's take a look at the assists tonight. 14. So a good job, yeah, out of 90 points, 14 assists here this evening. Well, now you got Hanover.
Yeah, I'm excited. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Yeah, now you go to Transy. You get an opportunity against Hanover. What do you have to do in this game that you didn't do in the first 2 games right now?
Rebounding and getting back in transition. I think that's what Coach said we're going to work on, obviously. And I think right now I don't want to say we're so worried on offense because we know it comes easy, like I said, but defense is what produces offense. And I think that's what we have to tiny focuses on. But I want to call this the next 2 games the revenge tour.
Yeah,
revenge
there you
tour
go.
For sure, yeah.
Yep, you got Hanover, you got Transy. Well, if you could pull the upset on Transy, that'd be the upset of the world.
I know. I'm so excited.
Well, good luck on Friday night. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Chloe Jansen with us here after this ball game, and we'll have Macy Elston coming up here to talk to us now, and then we'll sign off out of here. Sorry about that. I'm interrupting your social hour. Macy Elston, our guest now here. I thought in the first quarter you were dominating things, but you were only ahead at the end of that first quarter by 6. Were you a little worried at that point in time, Macy?
No, I mean, I'm really weird. It's probably a bad thing. I don't really know the score that whole much, so, I don't really ever get that stressed. If we're up by 20 or we're down by, 5, it feels the same to me, so it might be a good thing, I don't know. But if we just kept getting it to 10 and then dropping it and then getting back to 10 and then dropping it, and we just had to get over that hump, and we usually do. It usually just takes us a little longer than I'd like to.
You guys were trying to force the ball down low and get to Maddie Drummond's, weren't you?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say force it. We wanted it to go there, and we was forcing it, which we shouldn't have been doing, and we spoke about that half. I mean, she's got 4 goals on her, and we're still trying to get her the ball, and I know that she's good, but, I mean, we can make it way easier on ourselves than we did tonight, and our passing wasn't great, so we spoke about that too.
You know, in the first half, you went with what I thought was a passive full-court defense, but you were doing such a great job of intercepting the balls and playing the passing lanes, it looked like you were really up in their face.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we do. You know, we play that style where, we force them to one side of the floor, and we're just lucky we're athletic. And I mean, it helps when you get Anaya back. She just gives that. I mean, she's so fast from spot A to spot B that you think it's open and it's not. So obviously she helps us in that aspect for sure.
You had 4 players in double figures tonight. Mills had 20. Were you a little caught off guard by that little dance that she did out there?
No, I wasn't caught off guard. That's exactly who she is. I mean, she does that stuff in practice too, and I love her for it. She brings some I guess, character to our team. I told her that. I mean, she dropped 20, and I told her this. I don't think she played great, and I think she knows that, and she's got to be better. I think she forced some balls today and got some silly turnovers she didn't need. But at the end of the day, you still drop 20, and you're not playing your best game. That just says what sort of player she is.
Macy, she had 20 points in 22 minutes. She sat out almost a full quarter with foul trouble.
Yeah, because she wants to foul and then complain it's not a foul when it's a foul. So, she sat the whole third and then half of the fourth. And, yeah, I mean, she's a stud. We love her. I mean, I would take I would take her for 10 years if I could.
The rebounding total, 43-34. You did a great job on the glass tonight.
Yeah, and that's a big thing we speak about, and that's the struggle. I think Manchester's a talented team. They struggle to rebound because they're so small. So that was one thing we spoke about taking advantage of. So.
And you had trouble early with points off of turnovers, but that ended up being you outscored them 24-8 on points off turnovers, and that helped out a lot too.
Yeah, their goal was scoring for us to score 20 points off our turnovers and less than 10 turnovers ourselves, which we did not do. So yeah, it was good. I was happy with how they played. They had fun. We got after it, and now I just told them we got to focus and lock in for Friday.
It is Friday, Hanover. I'm going to ask you the same thing I just asked Chloe. What do you have to do in the third game that you didn't do in the first two?
The biggest thing, I mean, it was different both times. We're going to be at full force this time for the first time since we played them. We'll have Nye back, and we've got Drummonds. We've got to play transition defense, which we didn't do, so we've got to speak about that. And then we just can't lose shooters. I mean, we let 34 go 4 from 5 from 3. That really hurt us. I think other than that, our game plan was pretty good with how we took the point guard out of it. And one's tough. I mean, she's an all-conference kid. She's very good, so we just got to make it as hard as we can for her. But the biggest thing for us is going to be transition defense on Friday and slowing them down.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be so fun.
All right, Macy.
All right,
we'll see you Friday.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Macy Elston, the coach here after the ball game. We're going to wrap it up right after this final timeout.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
And the Lions again win it here this evening by a final score of 90-68. And the Lions on the year are 14-10 heading into that tournament game on Friday night against the Hanover Panthers. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at about 7, and the tip-off should be right around 7:30 here on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network. A lot of thanks to a lot of people here this evening, to Dr. Williams for allowing us permission to broadcast these ball games from Mount St. Joseph University, to Melanie Wagner, the athletic director, to Blake Watson, the sports information director. Our thanks out to him. Our thanks to both coaches tonight, Josh Zurich and Macy Elston, and also to Chloe Jansen for being our guest at the end of the game. Our thanks to all of our sponsors tonight, to Taylor Senderhouse back at the station, spinning the dials, and Greg Mitchell, the producer on UltimateSportsTalk.com. But most of all, our thanks have to go out to you for listening here this evening as the Lions win it 90-68. On Friday night, as I said, we'll be on the air at 7 o'clock with the pregame, 7:30 with the tip-off. Join us then. Until that time, I'm Dave Mitchell. Have a great night, everybody.